Muammar Muhammad Abd al-Salam al-Gaddafi. Known as Colonel Gaddafi. He was a Libyan politician and revolutionary who ruled Libya for more than 42 years. He built a strange system of government in the country that he called the Mass, not a republican or a monarchy. He claimed not to govern but to lead and lead, but in practice to combine all the powers and responsibilities in his hands. He radicalized a lot of cases, tried to get out of the ordinary, even in agreed cases. He called for the establishment of a state he called Israel that combines Palestine and Israel. He abandoned the Hijri and Gregorian calendars and adopted different names for the months. He has been involved in many conflicts with both Arab and Western states. His rule spanned more than 4 decades, during which he experienced many crises, before his regime was overthrown and killed after the revolution of February 17, 2011. Wearing a white glove on one hand, as he did at the summit held in Morocco. 2. He took a camel with him to drink its milk wherever he traveled outside his country. 3. He wore exotic and fancy costumes for him, his people and the world, which made him the talk of societies, seminars and various media. So much so, that Shimon Peres, the Israeli president, advised him after the people against him to step down and work as a model. 4. Spending money left and right on the presidents and kings of Africa in order to install him as King of Kings. Muammar Gaddafi is more of a biography of his insane behavior than his rule. A tent that cost $2 million, equivalent to US $6.6 million, to meet the leaders, and he taking a tent with him while traveling, especially to Europe and the United States. The diplomatic advisor to the former Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi confirmed in a tape broadcast on Thursday by the French website Mediapart that Libya financed the campaign of former French President Nicolas Sarkozy in 2007. Miftah Missouri, Gaddafi's diplomatic advisor and private translator, said Gaddafi told me verbally that Libya paid $20 million for Sarkozy's campaign. When Muammar Gaddafi emerged from the nap of his extended rule in February 2011, taken and stunned by the sight of large numbers of Libyans they are asking him to leave the ruling, he shouted wondering, addressing the crowds, "Who are you? Man antum!" But this question isn't actually for his people, but he is speaking with Qatar, because he say that Qatar who let the war and revolution begin in his country. There were many stories of Gaddafi's death, but bloody acts of revenge and revenge were common titles for these novels, starting with NATO military intervention, leading up to the heavy and indiscriminate shelling of militias opposing Gaddafi. It is claimed that he was killed because of NATO,